CJ. No. And it's funny because I'm actually... I'm actually playing now.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall building. The neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel.
Nigga, that shit
we are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Minshew Mania, what you thought?
To the 23-yard line.
You about to go in. You said who?
But he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mike.
Shakir Barrett.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Wentz now on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th
He said he got to be on that drink.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, 88.
On 1st down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let him retire with your boy.
From the gun.
Oh, that's why you over here asking for stuff like that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Bro, I'm just saying, all you got to do is go down to the corner
defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense?
I'm about to block the hell out of you.
Was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available.
These little punk ass corner store headphones. You can't go down the street.
For them. It does feel like settling when
that's all you got to do.
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did hold them to a field goal.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off.
Don't nobody care about your headset on the way. Is it here now?
Loss of 3.
Bro, shut up. Exactly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wentz now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Wentz now on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
Oh!
He can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game.
Why everybody got to smash me? What did I do?
All year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided
I didn't even do nothing. That's my question.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So look to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there and only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 29, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Jones has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be some.
He's got the
lane,
shit. And there he goes.
Nigga, that was great.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to
He
finish.
said he looked like a D-man.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it?
Oh, bro, he probably don't. I hope he don't
to start
quit.
the 3rd quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Hey, that boy CJ.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Damn, Daniel.
Sure they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 50 to mine. 50 to mine. All you get.
So that shit was kind of disrespectful, huh?
Down the man inside. Down the man. Shit. Straight 15. Straight 15.
On third down, Scott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Brown, his 2nd sack of the night.
Easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
64. 26. Kill.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Being chased out left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Bro, this nigga said, I make the playoff. Boy, stop it. Stop lying.
His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the... Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
I'm talking about all of them.
About set to get this drive started.
It's going to be a touchdown party.
At the line. And fresh off the pick-6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
We're in this other league.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Yes, sir.
He hits Jermaine Kearse.
Oh, you got beef?
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates.
I mean, I should play with other people, but
slot receivers do the same thing.
The only one,
it'd be a route running savvy.
It'd be an advantage to me. I don't want to do that. Especially if I play with the Ravens.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see...
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
He over here trying to play on my
touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
number one wide receiver.
Take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
This is bad. That's what this is.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
You got yourself on mute, CJ.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
That's all I'm telling you to do. Go down to the corner store. Get you some $5 headphones.
Ready to get their next drive underway.
Good.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Be back in the group chat and everything.
The offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here.
They're fighting over the stuffed animal.
The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back.
Bro, there's so many pick sixes going on right now.
Defense gets a pick 6 TD.
I respect him because he ain't quitting.
I don't know that I've seen.
How you gonna fix it, CJ?
From the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those? But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
You think tape is gonna help all that static? All right, bro. More power to you. I wish you the best.
This drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up.
And it's a fumble. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Derek Barnett, his second sack of the night.
Can we get on YouTube? Oh,
many coaches never put their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
I believe
he's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I forgot I even had this thing on. Oh, that's why.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Big hold to the 30.
Oh, shit.
And a cutback, right sideline.
Oh, shit.
Touchdown!
Way big one.
Aaron Jones, 81 yards. Jones. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
You said Ahmad Green?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Exactly. Like, Brian been waiting on you this whole time. Like, nah, I ain't ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll go again with Sanders, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Good game, fam.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points
that they did.
That
game was great.
What
are you talking
about? On offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
It was a good game.
What a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.
Like I said, the game started off
good. They can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call
I'd have been
pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I'd have been like, well, what
so
the?
for Philadelphia, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get your ass busted. You wasted your time during the regular season, and in that Super Bowl, pow, get smacked. Hey, that shit did happen. I got there and was not ready for this nigga. It's all good. He just played a hell of a game, and I didn't even expect it. That's my fault. I'm gonna tell you like this: I play him today. It ain't gonna happen like that again. No, I already know what you do, but that's because we done played before. I already know. 7, 5, 7. Oh. One, two, three. 3 defensive touchdowns out of 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 I've got. 3 out of 5. That ain't bad. That's 60%. Alright. I hope y'all boys enjoyed. That's all good.